Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Journey Through Miro.
Shush. Let me do my intro.
This is Null and the boys.
Shut up. Greetings from the void. My name is Nola Moore, which means unlovable, and this is Journey Through Miro, where I am in my own personal purgatory all of the time. And these are my boys. Say hi, boys.
Hi, boys.
Hello,
Hey,
boys.
boy.
I'm going to die. Introduce yourselves.
I'm Stephen the Stole. I also play Yip Yap Not Tell. Sometimes, other times I play other things. Sometimes I. Next.
You just exist. And sometimes you don't exist. You. Okay, I'll see if I can calm myself down for this. Hello, I am the Black Doctor. I play Balgroth the Dark, a paladin of vengeance, even though I don't necessarily feel very vengeful. I feel very giggly today. But you could find me on TikTok and other places, especially my YouTube. Dale, you're the one who caused all this. Introduce yourself.
Wow. Well, I had to accomplish something with my life. I am Dale Jitsu on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram in that order. And I play the role of Isaiah Yeager, Magus Extraordinaire, the brains of the party.
Innuendous,
All
unfortunate.
Who wants to give the recap?
Well, of course, Balgroth basically returned last time. And the crux of last week's session was a tournament, particularly a strength tournament, a tree throwing tournament, of which Balgroth won. And he was awarded a great axe with necrotic damage, which is pretty darn cool. And so we encountered two individuals, one of them which competed in the contest, but lost badly.
Bruh.
And asked us, number one, he asked for my axe, which I told him, no, it's not for sale. Secondly, for us to carry them on the way to Sione, of which we kindly refused because they're creepy and we don't like them. And so,
Don't like their kind here.
and as a result, we have left that town where we're in, and we're heading into the to the next town. I believe the town's name is let me check my notes. Colebrook, is it?
Yes, Isaiah's
Aha!
hometown. That's a +3 for you to any roll. Anyone else have anything to add?
Hopefully we learned how to say caber toss.
Yes,
Maybe.
Maybe.
tis
Oh.
called Cabertoss.
Yeah, we also learned the vibes are off.
The creepy people serve the smiling god, and also when we were going to Kobrath, there was something in the bushes that kind of scared away.
Yes, the massive red flesh. That's a +2 to any roll for you, Daniel.
Nice.
Yeah. So we continue the journey. And y'all had a nice long rest last night after the red flesh incident. While taking shifts throughout the night, the sun has risen. Yip Yap had the last watch, so he is the one currently guiding the horses along as Pernith vanishes past the horizon and you walk through the countryside of Glenville. Technically towards Miro, but I mean there are towns along the way if you choose to stop and tie up loose ends in any way of the sense. And the wagon just kind of moves forward and you see some wildlife waking up and moving around through the tall grass around you. You see some kalols just kind of hopping around, taking those strange fruits from those strange trees. A couple Vezins sitting around a riverbed. And as always, Isaiah, there are some Flogants just kind of settling into the window in the wagon next to you.
Firebolt.
Man. That's mean.
They're mean. They're the eyes of they're the avatars of a god of chaos who's stalking me.
But they're cute. Tiny things. You guys, basically, this morning it's very a calm morning. One you haven't really had in a while. Normally, you guys would find yourselves in a weird town or see actual god in the sky. But no, there's nothing really going on this morning. So you guys just kind of have this time to talk. Kano is awake, but he's just kind of silently sitting beside the window across from Isaiah, just looking out over the horizon as it moves by.
Balgroth just continually stares at Kano.
He's not doing much.
So, you won the caber toss. That's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was pretty cool. I think I did pretty okay.
Yeah.
I mean, not bad for my first try, is it not?
True. Do you want to play kobold checkers?
What is it?
It's like checkers, but a little different.
Okay. I'll
Yep.
I'll try anything once.
Yep pulls out a small bag and opens it as you see what look like dragon scales, but really small dragon scales. Kobold dragon scales. Some that have been darkened by some means, and some that are just normally red. A few shades paler than Yip Yap's skin. And they're kept in a bag that has a checker pattern, and he starts laying them out in a proper checkerboard fashion.
What are these?
Oh, scales!
Like your scales?
Some of them. Some I won from other people. It's like a sort of got a little trading card kind of mixed in,
He slightly scooches away and looks at him with a squint. You're not normal, Yip Yap.
Thank you.
He proceeds to hesitantly play.
It's just checkers.
Who's winning?
Both of you roll performance.
Performance?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Balgroth, you don't really understand the game, but you are winning.
I don't know what I did.
You did good. He slowly packs it away. It was more fun playing against Fossil.
It's like playing it with your friend and then playing against a computer for the first time.
How'd you do everything wrong, but you got the right answer?
Right. Isaiah, what are you doing this morning as the wagon rolls along? Yip Yap playing checkers while also leading the wagon. The horses, they're kind of knowing where to go, so you don't have to do much leading. But
I put the horses on cruise control.
just okay.
Let's
Autopilot.
see.
You put a little stick with a carrot in front of them.
You know what? I am investigating the books and rings that I bought, particularly the rings.
Awesome. Roll investigation as I find that card. I already told you about. So you've technically read 2 of the books.
Yes, the Skin Golem and what was the other one that I read? I only do it. The skin golem I read, and what is the other one I read? Gotta go back to mine. Yeah, but I did.
Oh, the divination for dummies.
That's right.
So yeah, you've already skimmed through those, and you understand. So you still have the Orcish one that you have yet to translate, and you have the one that's kind of written in the sort of hieroglyphics. It's more pictures than words, and the cover is made out of really solid wood. The pages seem to be made out of like dry leaves and things like that.
Yes. Balgroth. Good move. Excellent finishing move. I have a book that I think you might be able to help me decipher.
Okay.
I give him the orc book.
Okay. Balgroth, can you roll
Literacy.
insight? Okay. So
He takes the Necronomicon and consumes it.
so Balgroth, it's been a while since you've read straight Orcish. You know, you're half orc. You grew up more reading common language, but you can handle some of the words here and there. You can definitely discern the title of the book because it has like that very big font, and you recognize some of them.
He
And
looks at it really closely.
he holds it in his head. The title is called Breaking Away: My Time in the Triad by Gareth Oren. And then as you kind of like flip through it, you're really not like actually reading it. You're just kind of like skimming it. It's a very short, like couple chapters long type of book. And from what you can glean, it's like an autobiography of sorts about this Gareth Oren fellow. And the word triad keeps showing up, the word gatherings keeps showing up. A word that really doesn't have an Orcish translation, so they wrote it in common. It just says Zito. And mostly paired with the name Zito is the Orcish word for fake or false. And that's all you can really glean from it.
I communicate all of this to him, just slowly.
Sick.
I understand these words.
I know this.
Interesting.
I do.
Fake, you say? We may have a fake hedgehog around here. Well,
Faker?
huh.
There they go.
You comparing yourself to the real thing? He's not
It's
even
not even
gonna
good
be able
enough.
to be his fake.
I'll make you eat those words. Oh, that wasn't good. I should have interrupted with that. Okay, that's interesting.
In the sorry, I have like two sets of notes. In the back of the book, there's like a small note that has been like pinned to the back of the like cover page, and you can't really understand most of the writing there. But again, there's not an Orcish translation, and you don't really know if this is a common word, but it's using common lettering, and you read it as triumvirati, with some other explanation surrounding that word.
Triumvirati de la la la.
That sounds like a good song. De la la.
Yip
Yes.
yap song.
That is what you glean from the Orcish book.
I do
Well,
like
thank
my
you.
pseudo dragon.
I'll see if I can figure out some sort of cipher from there. But
I apologize. I could not do anything more. It's been a while. He shrugs his head.
oh, it's fine. Gives me an idea for some spells. Yes.
So, yeah. You 3, 4 are just kind of relaxing as the horses kind of cruise control their way through the path. The tall grass surrounding. with some sparse trees and rivers and things like that. Until eventually, as the wagon like rattles along the path, you notice that the path leads up to a sort of hill that goes up a cliff face. It's not too terribly steep, and the horses are able to start going up with a small bit of hesitation, like just a little bit hesitation, but they do go. And you can put your tokens in the wagon if you want.
Rock me,
cool, it's not a
mama,
tank
like
anymore.
wagon wheel.
Yes, I found an actual wagon.
Lame.
So
Ruined the immersion.
I'm so,
Where's
so
the
as,
continuity?
Immersion ruined.
so as the wagon like kind of lilts upward as they climb, the top of the hill becomes like clear, and you can see out to the fields around you. And at the top of the path, kind of sleeping beneath this tree, you see. Why is it not scrolling up? You see 4 wargs sleeping beneath the tree.
Do I recognize these from familiarity with goblin
Definitely.
orcs?
Yes, goblins definitely used these creatures as mounts whenever y'all would fight.
Oh, I do love good war meat.
There's goblins nearby. There's a goblin doggos here.
And the horses are seemingly like being careful as the path gets like very close to these dogs, these wargs. But the closest one, unfortunately, lifts its head up as the wagon gets closer. And it lets out a very, very loud bark that awakens the other 3. And they all leap up and begin to advance onto the wagon. And you all need to roll initiative now.
Oh,
This was the day that Yip Yap was eaten by wolves.
Works.
Mutilated goblin wolves.
Yes.
Wow.
So
Just dogging on these guys.
the fight, we'll say the fight begins with them kind of like approaching in this sort of formation. And yeah, the one leading, it has like, it's a bit larger, not in class wise, but it's larger than the other 3 in a sense that you would understand it is definitely the leader of this very small pack. It has more scars and a lot more lacerations over its body. And Dale, you notice that it has a branding on its forehead in the same shape, very strong resemblance to one of the charms that was on Willard's rosary when you caught a glimpse of it. A sort of hypnotic swirling circle with 8 lines shooting out from it, kind of like a sun. Yes. And now I get to go between using Roll20 and my personal notes. So the first one to walk up, it's not the leader, it's this smaller one. You would honestly it could be said this was the runt of the group. And it 15, 20, 25.
Leader.
It goes up and swipes at one of the horses, and it does hit, and that is the right horse kind of buckles down, and the wagon like lurches to the side as some of the balance is thrown off. And then Balgroth, that's all it's going to do. Balgroth, it is your turn.
Balgroth is going to go over to this wolf and say, "Finally, some practice." And I hit it with my new battle axe.
Yes. Ooh, that does hit. Old damage. All right. So 6 slashing, 3 necrotic, 9 altogether. Not bad. Okay. Is that all you're gonna do?
Let's see. What else do I have? I'm trying to make sure that I have everything else under control.
Mm-hmm.
Question.
Yes.
I can still use Hunter's Mark, right? Because that's just, just a spell to add 1d6 whenever I hit it.
I'll say yes because you asked.
Nice. So I'm going to point to the leader and
Mm-hmm.
use Hunter's Mark, which means, until the spell ends, I deal an extra 1d6 to the target and have advantage on wisdom and survival checks.
All right. Cool. Is that going to be your turn?
Yep.
Let me just do it like this because I've learned that I can do this and it's a lot easier to see it all at once. Okay. Next up is Isaiah.
All right. I'm going to cast Dragon's Breath on my crow, and it's going to fly in the sky about here. Here. And it's going to breathe dragon fire down in a 15-foot cone. So the three leftmost wargs have to make dexterity, or they have to make saving throws.
Okay.
I believe it's dexterity. Make
All right.
sure. Yeah, dex.
Okay.
All right.
So the leader fails.
All right, he takes 10 fire damage.
Oof. As you
And the others take 5.
Yes. Yes. As you do that, it howls and starts they all kind of roll on the ground to put the fire out. But despite that one taking the most damage, it seems less phased than the other two.
Mm.
Is that going to be your turn?
That is going to be my turn.
Okay, cool. I'm doing a little bit of math here, so you gotta give my brain a bit of time to catch up to what my eyes are looking at. I'm sorry.
Nobody said there'd be math.
Math work.
2
Okay,
plus
okay.
2
No, I got it. I got it. I had to
minus
do it
0.
backwards. Okay, so the next one to go up is this back one over here. And it is just going to... How high up is your crow? In the air?
15 feet? Yeah. Well, no, I guess 20 feet in the air.
Okay. So the warg is going to use 10 feet of its movement, and it's going to leap up and try and bite at your crow. It does. Unfortunately, it grabs onto your crow in midair.
Man, that's rough.
And deals 16 damage.
He did.
Yeah.
Poof.
So sorry. You have to bring that crow back again.
Yeah. Are you sorry, though?
I mean, I don't like hurting familiars. I genuinely like when players have familiars because I think it's cool. And
Oh, don't worry. Your players will have familiars.
So the next warg to go up is the leader one. And it is actually going to go 5, 10, 15. Yeah, it's going to go around this way and climb halfway inside of the wagon, grab at Kano's arm, and rip him out of the wagon and throw him against a tree to knock him out.
Oh,
So
Man,
Kano's
what a lightweight.
And as he's halfway in the wagon, the warg catches sight of Yip Yap. And Yip Yap, you do speak Goblin, don't you?
I do.
So it's going to look at you. And in that raspy kind of growl of language that the goblins use, it's going to say, "We will Watch. You will be saved. They protect. And it's going to just kind of drop out of the wagon and take a step back. And it's your turn after that.
Said that we'd be safe?
Yes.
Yip Yap
Okay.
takes his turn to have an existential crisis.
Yeah, sure.
Yip Yap in Goblin and Common just starts yelling, "Stop! Stop! Stop! Stop!"
Who's he yelling at?
Is that your turn?
Everyone.
Like us?
The one said that he wouldn't, that we'd safe? I'm confused.
He just attacked a horse. Do these wargs look like they're stopping when I look
No.
at them after
No,
this?
they still look very vicious.
Yeah, that's all I do. I don't know. I'm so confused.
All right. Next up is
He falls prone.
this one, and it is going to rush at Balgroth and bite you. 17 hit?
Ugh. Exactly.
Oh, what a shame.
Bruh.
7 piercing, and can you roll a strength save for me, please?
Ooh, you better get dog piled.
By the way, what are y'all's max health?
32. 23.
32.
Wow, that's cool. So,
A 34 damage attack comes out of nowhere.
the sun explodes.
Yeah, right. Rock fall.
Yeah, so Balgroth, with that 7 damage, yeah, you are also knocked prone as this dog, this warg, I keep calling them dogs, they are kind of like dogs. It basically leaps on you to bite into your shoulder, knocking you prone.
Ah!
And that's going to be its turn. And next up is going to be the other warg that's next to you, but it's actually going to go around you, which will invoke an attack of opportunity because these things don't know how to disengage properly. And it's going to go for Isaiah, so you can do your attack of well, no, you're prone actually.
No!
I'm sorry.
You do a disadvantage. Disadvantage.
Yeah, disadvantage then.
Okay.
Kill this sucker.
That's
And
my own
smite
brain.
him. Smite him.
That
Take the
does hit.
14. Yoo-hoo.
The 14, it does hit. 12. Very nice.
You won't get away from me.
As you cut into it, it yelps in a lot of pain, but it's still up. How does math work? Okay, it's still up, and it's going to bite at Isaiah. Does an 11 hit?
No, it does not.
Alright, it misses. That's going to be
I
its
deftly dodge out of the way with my superior intellect and cat-like reflexes.
turn.
Okay.
Balgroth,
Speed of a mongoose.
that is going to be your turn.
So does it take an action to get up from being prone?
I believe so.
Mm-hmm. Actually, it takes half your movement speed.
Okay. So I use half of my movement speed to get up, and then I attack the warg that bit me.
Okay.
Wait, no, let me re-roll that because I still have disadvantage on. There you go.
Yeah, that does hit.
Wait, let me get a better roll real quick.
So, yeah, you slice into it, and it yelps, and it has taken damage. And Isaiah, that's going to be your turn.
Does this guy have, or does this warg have any metal on it?
No.
Like not a collar or anything?
Nope.
Okay.
For
Well,
a chip.
I'm going to use magic missile.
Okay.
So I'm literally going to take my finger sideways and point it right at him.
The one in front of you?
The one in front of me. And he will take, what is that?
6
I'm
total?
totally blanking. 8 damage. I'm casting it at 2nd level.
Ooh, okay.
Liga. And I say the magic words. Garatata.
Okay, so it takes 8 damage in total. That was this one. So, yeah, that was that one. So it gets like knocked down, but it's still breathing. You've basically just kind of knocked it prone.
Incapacitated.
Yeah. Is that going to
All
be
right.
your turn?
Yes. Yes, it is.
All right. Next up is going to be the one that killed your bird. And that one is going to... Yeah, it's going to go for ball growth too.
Everybody wants a piece of me.
Well, it's either going to bite you or it's going to invoke an attack of opportunity, but it's going to bite you. Why did that happen twice?
I don't know. Can we stick with
I'll
the
take-
second one?
Yeah, I'll stick with the second one because I don't know what happened. So it misses.
Appeal to the DM always wins.
Yes, and that leads back to the leader that had growled at Yip Yap, and it's going to just kind of go around this way, and it's going to bite Isaiah.
No.
It's going to miss.
Well, maybe.
Oh man.
He just tries to bite, and Isaiah's just looking like, "What are you doing?"
Oh wait, actually, this one can attack twice.
Is that some sort of peasant fight that I'm too smart to understand?
It bites again.
I'm not
Well,
biting
you
it,
know
sir,
what?
but I am biting.
It nips at one of your legs, misses, and then it just fully bites down on your second one.
If it yips, we can kill it.
I'm assuming a 17 hits.
Well, what did you think of this?
Okay, what does that bring your AC up to?
It is popping me up to, so I've got mage armor on, 19 is what I have.
Okay, so yeah, it tries to bite you, but its mouth is stopped by this magical field that you have summoned around you.
He's literally just giving him a look that Mob Psycho is doing right there.
All right. Yep.
Yap's gonna look at the leader warg that spoke to him and is like, "You said you wouldn't do that. That's not cool." And Yip Yap is going to cast Yip Yap's magic missile.
Awesome.
Do you have an attack roll version of it on your main character sheet?
What?
Do you have like one under your weapons for Yip Yap's magic missile or no?
Woo. Okay, yeah.
Nice.
Middle one hits.
Put all of it into the second attack, and then the last one was just.
Which one are you attacking? The leader?
Yep.
All right. So you do 19 damage.
Cool. As one missile of throppy beer-like energy shoots out of my finger.
It gets done pretty badly, but it's still up. It's still standing. Is that going to be your turn?
Alive.
See, it's like actual ale making. You've got the first stuff that's not good, the middle stuff that's great, and the last stuff that's not good.
Is that going to be your turn?
I believe that's all Yip Yip can do at this point.
Question of strategy.
Hmm?
Question of strategy. If we kill the leader, will the rest scatter?
Roll an insight.
Ooh, can I think about that too, since Yip Yip's more...
Yes, you know about wargs, so you can roll insight as well. Yip, you like to think that you know how warg pack mentality works, but you've really only seen them when they're being controlled by goblins, so you don't really know what would happen when they're on their own.
Get the rider, Balgroth. Oh, wait.
Jeremiah, you are from a country, a continent that is heavily populated by goblins and hobgoblins and goblinoids. You have seen packs of wargs before. and you know that they do follow. They're kind of like hyenas. They do kind of give one of them a leader point, but if that leader dies, then another one is just given the leader position, and they continue eating and attacking.
If you cut off the head, 2 more grow in its place.
And Hydra!
So yeah, that's Yip Yap's turn. Next up, this one up here is going to, I guess that would invoke an attack of opportunity, but yeah. So it's going to leave Balgroth's area, which is going to invoke attack of opportunity, and try and get into the wagon. That hits.
I'll be right back.
All right. A 9. Not
I
bad.
haven't noticed a lot of smiting today, Balgroth. I haven't noticed a lot of smiting today. What's up with that?
9 and 18. I have a calculator on my phone.
I don't think it's needed. I don't think we need to use the divine power to take that.
God, I'm stupid.
Oh,
18
don't
minus
say that
9?
out loud.
What's 18 minus 9? I wonder. Anyway, it's going to try and climb into the wagon. I'm going to roll something really quick to see if it's able to pull itself into the wagon. It's not able to pull itself in the wagon. So Yip Yap, you are safe for now. And that's going to be its turn. Next up is this one that's in front of Isaiah. It's going to try and bite him again.
I'm going to cast Silvery Barbs.
Is that a reaction?
It is.
Oh, yes. Sick. So it needs to what?
He needs to, oh, I took out that part. He needs to re-roll.
Just re-roll entirely?
Yes.
It's like negative.
It's really fighting you right now.
It's like negative.
Balgroth, you have advantage on your next attack.
10 piercing, and make a strength saving throw, please.
Oh, it was a horror.
Oh, get curse upon your mother.
Unfortunately, that fails. It hits you on the side and just throws you to the ground so it can try and climb into the wagon on its turn. Balgroth, your turn.
Did you say, Dale, did you say that the next attack that I had advantage on it?
He did.
Yes.
So which warg is the one
Why does
nearest
someone have
to me?
health all of a sudden?
I gave myself health.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. That's weird. I'm sorry. What did you say, Jeremiah?
Which warg is the one nearest to me?
So this one technically didn't move. I'm just saying that it's trying to climb into the wagon right now.
Uh-huh.
So I guess technically the one in front of you is still the one closest to you. Yep, that hits.
Okay.
Why are you just saying okay, man? You're scaring the children, dude. What did I put out? Whatever. There. Anyway.
Hide your wargs, hide your goblins.
So yeah, you do that amount of damage. Is that going to be your turn?
And to the one that basically knocked Dale prone, I am also going to cast Hunter's Mark on him as well.
Oh, bet on it. Okay.
The one who knocked. I'm the one who knocks.
So that brings it back around to Isaiah, who is prone, but you can get up if you want. Play dead.
Yeah, right.
I would love to see a battle where like half the party just plays dead, like grizzly bear style.
How healthy does Balgroth look right now?
I've only gotten hit once.
Yeah.
All right. Balgroth duck.
I got wait, what are you doing?
All right, I'm a cat. Actually, no. I'm going to cast Misty Step.
Ooh, okay.
You have Misty Step?
I do.
All right, where are you moving to?
On top of this tree.
Okay. So you disappear much to the confusion of the animals around you and your teammates, and you just kind of like half fall into this tree and land on a branch that's like
Excellent.
20 feet off the ground.
Perfect. All right. And then I'd like to cast a classic spell at the head honcho warg.
Creeping Doom?
2 psychic damage.
All right. And then it has that penalty to the next stage. So
Yeah.
as you cast it, it like drops, but not like in a dead way, just like puts its paws over its head and starts whining. Next one,
JK.
one in front of Balgroth. It's going to bite him again. Misses because it is so beaten up and bloody, it just can't seem to get a good grip on you with its teeth. It's going to be its turn. Next up is the leader warg again. It's going to bark something at the other wargs that aren't being fought by Balgroth right now, and it's going to hop up onto the carriage and like fit its body inside and going to bite Yip Yap.
Yo!
Twice, because it can bite twice.
Sunroof.
Oh my god!
Dory
Misses
man.
you as it climbs in because it's like the inside of the wagon is too small for it really. But after it gets situated, it nabs on to your leg.
Oh. No.
And it does 19 damage, and make a strength save, please.
That's a lot of health.
That's a lot of damage.
It is. I don't know how to calculate that off the top of my head.
You have 4 HP left. Because you said you had 23 health, right?
Bruh.
Don't worry, I'm keeping track of all y'all
Suddenly
stuff.
she can do math when it's at your expense. Interesting.
I said I have a calculator next to me. Also, you're not knocked prone at least, so you have that going for you. It's your turn.
Ah!
I I will stibby stab the head of this thing that is just latched onto my leg.
Awesome.
I will stibby. I will stab.
Oh, both of those hit. Good job.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you sink your daggers like into its head, kind of like near that brand that's on its forehead, and it just slumps.
Tough guy.
Do I have a health potion or something I can drink? Oh
I don't
lord.
know. But
I
is
drink
that-
my ink bottle. No.
Is this that might kill you? Is that gonna be your turn?
Oh wait, I do have a health
Do I-
potion.
Oh, you do? Oh, you do. Did I give you? I think I might have given you a lesser health potion.
Okay. I saber the potion and down it.
Yeah,
Nice.
slumped down. You jabbed your knives into its brain.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I stibbied, I stabbied, and now it's gone.
So yeah. After that, so the ones that were barked at, they're going to turn away from the carriage and start advancing onto the tree where Isaiah is. And 5, 10, 15.
No! They can't climb.
They can't climb, but they have a pretty good vertical jump. So it's going to go over, and it's going to. It has just enough movement to try and like jump up. Have you seen those videos of like dogs like jumping and like kind of running up a wall? It's doing that, and it's going to try and bite you. It gets your foot.
Lord sure can.
But what if, and hear me out,
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay.
Silvery bot.
Let's see. Oh man, it doesn't get your.
peasant?
It thinks it gets your foot. It gets a branch and then falls onto its side with a whimper. Next up, this one that was kind of like knocked to its side before, kind of like gets up, shakes its fur out, and it also advances on the tree and tries to jump up.
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
Yes, it
since
did
it's coming
pass you.
across me?
Yes, yes.
Yes. Now the question is,
Balgroth!
Balgroth!
Oh, you have advantage on this attack. You have advantage.
I do.
Yes. Because I
do.
cast Silvery Barbs and I gave you the advantage. Because I don't want to die. Hey!
Very nice. Very nice.
9.
Very nice. Okay. Cool. Yeah, your knife, or your sword, excuse me. Your sword, slices through its side and, it's kind of coming apart a little bit, but it's still going towards the tree, and it's still going to try and jump up.
Slicing.
I will give it a
slices.
disadvantage, though, because it is, even
It
with a
slices.
disadvantage.
It dices.
Yeah. Does 20 hit, Isaiah?
Oh, on me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. That is 7 piercing.
Oh.
Right onto your foot, man.
Also saving throw?
Yes, also if you fail this, you're going to fall out of the tree. I want you to know that.
Now, why'd you have to go and bring that up, Jeremiah? Tell me that right now. Riddle me that.
Because of comedy.
Because of your stuff.
Well, I don't need it.
Yeah, you don't. So yeah, it
Yes.
bites into you and tries to drag you down, but you manage to get your foot out of its mouth at the expense of your shoe. And
Wretched beast.
it starts chewing on your boot.
It's like Sam from Supernatural. I lost my shoe.
Balgroth, you're up.
Hit it again. Does a 20 hit?
Yeah. With the necrotic axe too. Which one is that? So 9.
It's a 9 again, but 5 slashing for necrotic.
Which one is this again? 9 in total. It's still going.
How is this thing still alive?
Some of its flesh is decaying because of the necrotic damage, but it's still moving. It's still growling at you.
I've been whacking this thing with 9 hits of damage time after time after time.
Time after time.
Is that going to be? Oh, is this the one you had Hunter's Mark on? Or
no, it was the one that was going after
okay.
That was going after
is that your
turn? You know what? I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on it just to make it dead.
All right.
I'm gonna get advantage on you again.
Okay, Isaiah, that brings it round to your turn.
Oh, the indignity.
2 wargs barking up the tree. One of them has your boot in its mouth. At both of them?
No, just the one. It's a cantrip.
Which one?
The one that's closer to me.
You fully set it on fire, and it starts howling in pain and rolling around in the grass, trying to put out the fires. It's just simply unable to, as its body is slowly burned into this crispy husk. And it's
bad dog.
Yeah. Is that going to be your turn?
Where the war
yes.
goes.
Okay, next up, it's going to be the one that Balgroth you have been hacking at this whole time. It's going to bite you. Is a 21 hit?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. I read that wrong. I thought it did 21 damage somehow. So that is 9 piercing and roll a strength save.
I am not knocked prone.
Yeah.
And it shall pay for its insolence against me.
Yes.
Just saying, if we had smited, this would be over.
Be careful not to choke on us.
To this one in the wagon with Yip Yap.
I don't need it.
You watch as, despite having just stabbed this thing in the head, the symbol on its forehead starts to glow, and it slowly stands back up and just kind of growls down at you. And just kind of it doesn't attack you, but it sniffs at you and then jumps out of the wagon to attack Balgroth.
This is racially motivated right here.
Takes 2 bites. It misses both.
It's because I'm a half orc, isn't it?
That's gonna be its turn. Yep. What are you yapping?
I yap my way onto the driving part of the cart, and I dagger into the back of the warg with my throwing daggers. I don't remember where it's from, but I have the understanding that I can throw up to 3 throwing daggers. I think.
From a close distance, though, you'd have disadvantage if they're throwing daggers.
In that case, I will jump onto the warg's back and anchor myself in with my daggers in its shoulder blades.
Oh!
Dang!
Ow.
That's sick. I love it. Only one of those hits, though.
One straight off the bone.
Yeah, the other one just kind of glances off its shoulder bone, and you have one dagger firmly in its body as it howls and tries to like buck you off, but you don't have to make a saving throw just yet.
Oh, wait. Would this count as a sneak attack?
I guess, yeah.
Haha.
Kind of.
Very nice.
As it's shaking me around, the knife is just doing more damage.
Yeah.
Sinks deeper into his shoulder
Okay.
blade.
I did do that math right. So is that going to be your turn?
That is all I believe I can do.
So back to this one at the tree.
How much health do you have, Isaiah?
I'm alive. You can actually see it. You can literally see my health. It's on the board.
It's really
Oh,
small.
right.
You have to zoom in.
Do you see your boy?
It's going to bite up. It's going to jump and bite at. Man, these things are rolling really good.
Yes, that hits.
I think we all understand that.
So it does that amount of damage, and roll a saving throw, please.
Oh no. Oh,
It gets your other boot. You are now shoeless.
I am now a druid.
You're not wearing socks? That's gross.
Do they
Yeah,
have
these
socks
true shoes
in
without
medieval Europe?
socks, man.
Well, you're just wearing boots with. That's disgusting. That's how you get.
Isaiah wears Crocs, and they were in sport mode, so they're broken now.
Isaiah basically said, "I got my boots, got my hat, I'm bringing country back."
So
Yes.
yeah, the other warg that's under the tree, it's going to like just completely tear up your boot, and then it's going to run at Balgroth.
I killed that one. That one's dead. That one's
that's
dead.
Right. That's right. I apologize. It is
My boot is fine.
I forgot to
Get your mouth. No, I'm not going to finish that joke.
Balgroth, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, since I already have advantage on him,
Have you people not killed any of these yet?
for
Killed something.
the
It
one
just
that
came
you
back.
killed was the one that I've been killing most of the time.
My goodness.
I killed something and then it unkilled.
Hits.
Oh, sure. That happens all the time. Just things come back from the dead.
I mean, yeah, we do have resurrection magic in this world.
And it also has.
Oh, I didn't vote for it.
Right. How do you want to do this, Balgroth?
Oh, I don't even need it. I'm cutting off his head.
Incredible. Very nice. Very nice. Yes, you swing the sword, the blade of vengeance, down onto the neck of this creature. The very thick neck. The sword like goes halfway through the neck as the head like lurches forward and sinew snaps and muscles bend, and you just kind of push it the rest of the way down, and the entire head comes off in a pool of blood flowing out from the body. Is that going to be your turn?
As I'm standing in its blood, I turn around and aim my blade at the other wolf, using my free bonus action to cast Hunter hunter's mark on this, on the leader wolf. You are next.
No, get the one near me, Valgroth. Help me.
Isaiah, it's your turn.
You mother. All right.
You mother! I've been in a tree the last hour. At
I've
least
been
20
falling for 30 minutes.
At least a minute. This is
All right. Does a 20 hit?
yes, a
In
20.
Greenland.
All right. You take 10
Um,
fire damage.
Just like the other one, this one is lit aflame. It rolls around on the grass, putting out some of the flames, but it too also burns to a crisp.
That's how you do it, people.
So I have to do that one and that one. And so that is that gonna be your turn?
Yes, I'm not coming down. In fact,
So-
I'm going to like circle around a little bit just so I'm like on kind of the opposite side of the tree from where the last warg is.
Okay.
I want cover.
So the final warg, as it notices the state of its pack, it disengage means that it doesn't invoke opportunity attack, right?
Correct.
Or-
It costs an action.
Right. So it's going to disengage and kind of like back up to here.
Wait. I'm attached.
You are attached. Roll a strength save as it tries and like gets you off.
Well, not anymore.
So it manages to like kick you off. You don't take any damage, but you just kind of stumble to the ground as it shakes you off and kind of stands. And it looks around. It kind of sits and like just kind of like licks at the wounds on its legs. As it does this, the symbol in its forehead glows again, and the three other wargs, their bodies slowly and in like a reversed fashion, so the ones that were burned to death, the burnt flesh like strips away to reveal like new skin, and they get up and shake off any soot. The one that's head was rendered from its body, the muscles and the sinew like latch back onto themselves as the head is pulled back into place on the body, and they all just kind of sit as the leader once again looks to Yip Yap, as because it knows that you speak Goblin now because you spoke Goblin. And it's going to say to you in that wretched tongue that you learned just to kind of spite your enemies.
Mostly curse word.
Yes. Brothers in arms, fight together. Family casts smiles like the sun. And with that, it is going to howl, and the four of them are going to... I got the horse in that too. Good. The four of them are going to all kind of run like this way, leap off the cliff face, and run into the tall grass, and completely eventually disappearing from view.
Yip Yap's gonna just slowly walk over and hug on to Balgroth's leg.
Balgroth, hardly paying attention, yells at the wolves, "Come back, you cowards!"
I didn't know.
Actually, wait, do I know, can wargs normally speak, or is this a unique...
They can. Wargs have been known to speak in Goblin. Normally, like, pack leaders, you remember, would communicate with, like, the goblins to, like, plan attacks and stuff.
Okay.
That was very.
How does fall damage work?
No.
A d6 per like 10 feet, I think.
Oh, I
That
say
is how it works.
you're 20 feet in the air.
I'm not jumping.
I know. I'm just saying, if you end up failing Dex, are you gonna climb down?
No, I don't think I will.
Okay, what are you gonna do?
I'm going to long rest until I get Featherfall. No, I will climb down. Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna say because it's like it's a
It's a tree. It's a
it's
pine
like an oak.
tree.
It's like an oak tree. Some of the branches it has thicker branches that you can grab onto. You're not used to climbing trees, but you can figure it out enough to where you don't take fall damage. Yeah. So the horse that got bit in the leg, this one here, its whole body like kind of is enveloped in that purple, like bluish flame that their manes are made out of, because these are hell horses, if you remember. And it slowly like stands back up as the wound that was on its leg gets healed.
Hmm.
And they are ready to pull the wagon again.
Right. Right. Well, let's go.
Balgroth sits in front to take control of the horses without saying a word.
All right. As you all get back on the wagon and the horses, with Balgroth's lead, start forward again, that's where we're going to take our break. Back to it. Y'all continue down your way. I'll say that because you're just kind of sitting in a wagon, y'all can have a short rest.
Oh
But
yeah,
the day isn't
by the
over
way,
yet.
we gotta go get Kano because he got thrown.
Oh right, he got just thrown out. No, you can even.
We
Yeah,
can't leave him.
Y'all can get
Who-
Kano.
Who votes to keep Kano on the island?
I grab Kano before we leave and then just toss him in the back before getting back into the front.
Just
Just
with
like
the
straight
crates
toss
full
him.
of nets.
I will use all of my hit dice.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
I don't know what that number is.
What was that? 15 and 15, 30.
30. Oh, that's over. Oh, that's well over my needed health recoup.
So a short rest is for using your
You hit
your hit
dice,
dice
yeah.
and such.
Yes. If you're a proper wizard, you have arcane recovery. I don't think
Yes, you do.
as an arcane trickster, I do not have arcane recovery.
No, you're just a trickster, man.
No.
You rapscallion, you reptilian scallion.
How
You
do
No,
I...
rapscallion.
That's a hurtful assumption. I'm a dragon.
Oh, Jeremiah.
Yeah, I know.
How do spell slots work for a short rest? Do you get all of them or just some of them back?
You get none of
None.
them.
Oh, I
None
thought that
unless
was something you get for a short rest.
Unless
No,
you're a warlock or a wizard.
that's
And
why
wizards don't get
arcane-
that much back.
Yeah, that's why arcane recovery exists. That's why my paladin I've talked about sometimes. He has one level in wizard just so he can regain a spell slot.
Bro, take the level of warlock.
Okay. I used all my hit dice. I'll recover them after the long rest.
All right.
I'm back at full health.
Nice. Are you all back at full health?
I'm close.
All right.
Not there.
Yay!
You can
So-
take a look at my health bar.
Right.
It's public domain.
Yeah.
No
So
copyright
as
intended.
so yeah, Balgroth, you are leading the horses back through on the trail. It's a couple hours. Like you guys like that fight took like most of the early afternoon. It's getting to that point where it's like early evening now. The sky is turning orange, but the sun hasn't fully set yet. And as you go over this path, you notice that the air around you gets suddenly very cold. You guys can put your stuff here. It suddenly gets very cold.
You know what else will do on my short rest?
Hmm.
Boom.
Nice. So yeah, you get to this point in the path where The green grass from the fields slowly thins out, grows shorter, becomes gray, and the air around you seems to drop very suddenly, a couple of degrees, going from like a nice, warm evening air to not frigid, but noticeably colder.
I don't like the feeling of this.
And the horses, they continue going forward at the prompting of Balgroth. And you start to notice these odd stones that have been placed seemingly haphazardly, but as you notice more of them, you start to recognize almost a pattern. Like, very oblong rows of stones have been laid down where the dirt is soft and gray.
Are these like what I recognize them as runes for like a spell perimeter or anything like that?
These are different from the obelisk you guys saw before. I just had to use the same
Sure.
thing. They're just like regular stones. Kind
Are
of
they
big.
gravestones?
Yip Yap
Are
is
they
just
gravestones?
nice and bundled under his weighted blanket with pseudo dragon.
Balgroth, as he's traveling, just peers at them. Are they gravestones?
You can't tell. There's nothing written on them. Just rocks on top of soft dirt.
Balgroth shrugs and continues to push the horses forward.
I'm gonna have the crow circling. Just let me know if it sees anything. And yeah,
Roll an investigation for your crow.
oh, that's brutal.
I mean, that is technically a nat 20, I guess.
It's a critical.
So,
It's not a terrible.
your crow, in one of the mounds of dirt, there's like something poking out of the dirt, like a piece of leather. Was it a drawstring? And it goes down to like pull at the drawstring to try and like pull it out of the dirt, but it can't seem to lift whatever it is.
I'll hop out
Okay.
wherever it is, and
Yeah, that's this one.
All right, I shall. Boop.
So yeah, you move the dirt away, and it reveals a burlap sack that has been laid into this just hole in the ground.
Burlap sack. Burlap sack.
I'd like to open it.
So it's very easy to open. It was just held together with a drawstring. The first thing you notice, you see a handheld mirror made of cast iron. It's not too intricate, and the glass is dirty. You can't see your reflection. And along with it at the bottom of the burlap sack is about 3 pieces of gold.
Well, I guess I'll put the gold where it belongs, and I'll take the sack and the mirror. As I'm going to hop back in the cart. As I sort of look at the mirror, do I notice anything? Like, I guess is it magical? Can I clean it off?
You gonna do detect magic?
Yeah, I'll do detect magic and identify.
All right. So you get like this odd aura of necromancy magic, and illusionary magic kind of mixed together. And as you wipe it off, you see your reflection for a brief moment before the image distorts around your face and shifts to a version of you where your face has been lacerated and the scars on your cheeks and forehead and neck are dripping with a black ooze as wires, very silver, like shiny wires, have been kind of threaded through your body. And your eyes are very hollow and vacant.
Wow.
What'd you find?
Take a look. I show it to Balgroth.
I look
Um,
into it.
So, Balgroth, at first, you see your reflection, and it's like, it's just you. And then it starts to slowly shift. Your skin becomes grayer, and your eyes become stark white as you see yourself, like, there's a stake in the middle of your neck that is holding you to a tree as you see your gray skin being peeled off with a sharp object of some kind. And Steven's gone. There he is.
Ah,
Ew.
Oh. Yeah, you can keep that.
wait, let me see.
I show it to Yip Yap.
You look into it.
He's too pure for this.
You know, the goblins say that mirrors steal your soul. What's this?
Yep, you see your reflection. And you have to like tilt down a little bit because your snout. But you see yourself, and then the image shifts, and you see yourself without your hood on, laid back on the ground with a boot pressed against your neck and a sword being slowly pushed into your forehead.
Do I recognize the sword?
Yes, you do.
I pull out a dagger and I almost stab the mirror before I assume Isaiah grabs it from me.
Stop that. What? Yip Yap, it's
Oh,
not
also,
real.
none of you can see each other's reflections.
That thing showed a bad man. That thing showed a bad man who needs to die right now.
It's a mirror, Yip Yap. It showed you.
No, it showed a man.
Are you sure? Because, I mean, when I looked at it, it didn't show me a man.
As sure as my name is Yip Yap No Tail, the dirtbag who cut off mine was in that mirror.
Well, technically, it was still your face. It was just in a different area.
Roll for deception.
Anyway, yeah. So you have a little handheld mirror now.
Interesting.
I'll
put it back in the sack for now.
Ooh, what's this? It's a surprise tool that can help us later.
It's a surprise tool that will help us later.
A letter? Oh, I have friends. That's not a letter, that's a threat.
Actually, yep, roll perception. Alright. So, assumedly, after you witness this portrayal of yourself being killed, you try to look out the window and clear your head a little bit. As you do so, you noticed on one of these stones, there's like not particularly a carving, more like a very faded painting that resembles one of the radiant symbols you saw at the Queen's vault.
Kirida.
Are we at a halt, or are we still moving?
I'd say you stopped when Isaiah got out of the cart.
Okay, Yip Yap hops out the window and goes over to check the statue.
It's this one up here. The dirt around this is also, very loosely packed, kind of dusty. And you peer closer at the painting. It kind of just looks like a piece of graffiti that was put on this stone rather than possibly a figurehead of this stone. But as you kind of like walk over to it, your feet kick up the dirt and you see another kind of drawstring in the ground.
A gift.
What's inside?
So you open it up, and inside is... I need to do some math here. 3, 6, 10 gold coins.
Oh, shiny.
Yep.
Is it
That's
An
it.
cones?
easy math. I just have to add a 1 to the one I had. What else?
Just the coins.
Yeah, just money.
I dump it into my coin bag and I pouch the pouch, and I now have a pouch to pouch with.
You notice
Uh,
that these coins, they are gold coins. They also have this a stamp that, like, probably from like a different maker of currency than the gold coins you have and the ones that like you stole from Kano. They have like this stamped symbol of like a skull, like a Jolly Roger.
Ooh, pirate gold. I always wanted to be a pirate. Yep, no tail was a pirate. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba.
You were on a ship once.
I was. Wait, what?
I ship it.
This is God.
I examined the rest of the statue or obelisk or whatever to see what else is here.
Which one do you go to next?
I'm just so there's nothing more of interest at the one with Kiraga's symbol on it.
What?
There's nothing more of interest at the one that I'm at.
Nope.
Okay. Which one has been examined already?
The one with the crow's hat.
Okay. ADHD. Yep. Yeets himself over to this one.
Just scurrying across the path. So, do you dig into the ground?
Yeah.
Okay. The first thing that you notice is a smaller pouch again, where there are just another 3 pieces of gold. These don't have the Jolly Roger stamp on them, though. And below that sack, you see wood.
I found treasure. I'm a pirate.
Yeah.
I dig
And
more. I dig more to excavate.
it gives way. It becomes this wooden handle, where at the end of is what was probably once made of silver but is now rusted, a shovel.
I dug up a shovel.
Yes.
Isn't it ironic? Don't you think?
Is it taller than me?
It's about your height.
Cool. I'm gonna just sling that over my back.
All right.
Is there anything else of interest to here?
And that one, no.
Okay.
You can go
He
Um,
yaps over to this one.
Okay. Hold on.
He pulls out his brand new trusty shovel that somehow has rusted silver. I don't think silver does that,
He
but okay.
already trusts it.
And I
Okay.
start digging.
So you dig into this one and another burlap sack. You untie it, and inside are bones and 4 more gold.
I'm gonna leave the bones.
You'll leave the bones.
I'm gonna leave the bones.
All right, just taking the gold.
Yeah.
All right, you leave the bag of bones.
What a bag of bones.
Don't touch the bones. Don't touch the bones.
How much gold?
4.
Man, I am making bank just for doing nothing.
This is like one of those like side quests in fucking Zelda or something.
Yes.
If I dig up these odd
I'm breaking all the pots. I'm cutting all the grass.
Suddenly you hear in the distance, "Hit! Hit! Hit!"
Oh no, Yip has become Link. He's gonna start breaking pots just to see if there's jewels inside.
If
I mean,
give
Yip
this
probably
man
does that
an
anyway.
arena, I am going to scream.
I dig at this one.
He digs up an ocarina.
Do-do-do-do-do-do. Anyway.
So yeah, it's another sack. You find so the sack is actually it's like a really small coin purse, and it's situated in the eye socket of a skull.
I carefully fish out the coin purse.
As you
Oh, we're robbing graves.
as you slowly pull
Let's not tell Kano about
Yeah, I was gonna
this.
say, I'm glad you know who isn't here.
as you slowly take the coin purse out, the head like jolts a little bit. Hiya! It just looks at you.
Actually, to be fair, I have talked to a skeleton before. Hotels are weird.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Yip Yap Hotel. Who are you?
I don't remember.
Oh,
Can I have your
that's
name?
cool. I'm Yip Yap Hotel. Kobold.
It's a long name. Hey, can you help me out of here?
Sure.
I use the shovel to lift up the skull.
Ah, thanks, man. I've been in there for I don't even know how long. Ah. Oh. Oof. There's some dust in my nose socket.
What now?
Hey. You want me to tell you when you die?
No.
I can tell you how you die.
Sure.
You're gonna get eaten by a whale.
What?
Yep. I see it. My eye sockets were cursed. No, my eyes were cursed. So that must mean my eye sockets are cursed too. So you're gonna die eaten by a whale.
Well, I guess that makes sense. I ate a whale eats me. The circle of life.
Hey, can you take me with you? I'm real tired of being in the ground.
Oh, sure. I have a bag. Do you like bags?
No, I don't want to be in another enclosed space.
Sure.
Just, I don't know, carry me around.
Okay.
Just, yep. So yeah, Balgroth, you definitely hear this skull just talking to you.
Wait.
Yeah.
I summon Fossil, and I tie the skull to Fossil's back.
All right, it's a little heavy for the pseudo dragon at first, but it manages to balance out, and the weight gets distributed fine along the back.
Good boy, Fossil. If he asks you to turn around so he can see things, you listen to him. If he tells you to eat us, don't listen to him.
Yip Yap, is that skull talking?
Hey, what's up, man?
What do you see in this mirror? As I hold up the mirror.
He looks into it. I see a pretty handsome skull. Anyway, do you want to know how you're gonna die? What's your name? It's the only thing I can do, man. I have one talent, and I'm very eager to show somebody.
How much gold did I
Isaiah
get from him?
Yeager.
That's a cool name. Can I have it?
I mean, you can call yourself whatever you want. You're not taking it from me.
Yeah, that's fair. Anyway,
How much gold did I get in the coin purse?
Do you have a name?
you got 3 gold. I don't remember my name.
Oh. Well, what if we called you Cortez?
Sure.
I grab him. I grab him by the head and look straight at it.
Be careful of Fossil. He's attached. Now.
You are gonna die. What's your name?
What's in a name?
He doesn't say anything, but just stares at him.
All right. Well, nameless. Half orc. You are gonna die falling out of a tree in 2 days.
I think
What?
we should name him something different, like Andy or Gary.
Anyway, this seems like a fun crew. I see someone's passed out over there. Just,
Yeah, he drinks a lot sometimes.
what's his name?
I roll my eyes at him. Why shouldn't I
I wish
just
I could do
crush
that.
you?
Don't crush him.
Hey, wait, man, hold on.
I'm going to lightly mage hand him away from Balgroth.
God.
I try to pull him back.
Attack my
Hey,
pseudo
guys,
dragon.
wait.
Be careful.
Falgroth, what are you doing?
I continually try to pull him back.
What are you? Don't make me do something, Falgroth. Release the skull.
Hey Gary, how did you die?
Release Cortez of this moment.
I don't like people telling us how we die.
Well, then don't.
My own terms.
Okay,
Gary,
well, let go.
I don't like
Yeah.
him.
Gary,
Oh, I'll keep him. You let
Gary,
go.
Why
Gary,
do you
how
get,
did you?
What?
why do you get to keep him?
Why not? I'm the
Is
one
you
who.
talking to the skull?
Yes, Yip said that he wants to call him Gary. Also,
Yeah, we
Yip
already-
kind of already asserted ownership by tying
We
the
already
skull to
agreed
his
on
pseudo-dragon.
Cortez. We already agreed on Cortez. I'm
Hey
sorry.
man,
There's-
Gary Cortez sounds like a cool name to me.
Okay, fine. Cortez, how did you die?
I don't. You asked me this. I don't remember.
I think that's
Oh.
why I should keep him.
Then how are you able to tell other people how they died, but you couldn't see how you died?
Well, my eyes were cursed when I was alive, and now my eye sockets are cursed. That's how that works.
Oh,
I'd
show
like
him the
to-
mirror. Show him the mirror.
They
I did that. I'd
Oh.
like to cast Detect Magic on him.
Like baseline necromancy magic.
Interesting.
Well, anyway,
Is
I claimed him as my new friend, so don't kill him. And I run off to the other obelisk.
Can you kill what's already dead? There's nothing in the last obelisk.
Oh.
I'd like to pick up the skull and examine it a little more closely.
Oh. Hi.
Lightly. Can you feel
Whenever-
things?
Kinda.
Whenever anyone's holding the skull, Fossil just curls his head back along the
Oh, whoa.
scalp onto the forehead to look at the person holding it and just bleps.
If you like just tie it on there,
Yeah.
It's literally just tied on there.
all right, I'm gonna pop it off so that I'm not abusing your pseudo dragon as
Oh,
I
yeah.
turn the skull around like this.
The pseudo dragon seems annoyed at you now that you've untied what its master has tied to it.
That's interesting. Huh. So Cortez, how far back do you remember?
It's not really a matter of like time, I guess. It's just like bits and pieces of my life. I knew this really hot chick though. Like,
That's always helps.
yeah. She might have been the one that cursed me, actually. I don't know. She lived in like this really sick house that was like inside of a cave. I remember there being a lot of rocks.
Do you know what her name was?
I don't think I ever asked for her name, actually.
Typical.
Now,
Hey, man, come on.
Do you know where she lived?
Dude, I don't know.
do you remember everything since you've been dead or cursed?
I feel like that is the same question you just asked me. Just
Well, no. You like you remember part of your life, but like will you remember me tomorrow?
Probably. I mean, you're here. Is the thing is, it's like I was like in the ground for like. Actually, I don't even know how long.
Interesting.
And you wanted to keep him because
Think of the possibilities.
Oh well,
We could construct him a body.
I'd like that.
Yes, I like this. He could tell us how people are going to die.
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
already
of
know
course.
we already know how they're going to die. I'm going to kill them.
Oh my goodness, Balgroth! Not everyone's there for you to kill.
You act like that's a problem.
I mean it anyway. What? Let's see. Oh, perhaps if I construct a skin golem, I could graft it into it.
Oh, why'd you untie it? That's mine. Oh.
I didn't want to hurt your pseudo dragon.
Why would you hurt him?
I didn't want to, so I didn't. Let's see. I want to see if I have a particular spell.
You two are very strange.
Why, thank you.
I mean,
I think you're pretty cool yourself, man.
nah, I'm still kind of pretty warm.
I want to cast light on the skull and just see what happens.
It glows a little bit.
Fascinating.
What did you do?
I cast light on you.
I feel really warm.
He starts glowing like the THX logo.
I once saw a skull that was on fire fully. It was cool.
That gives me ideas.
Awesome, dude.
This warrants more research. Can you read, by the way?
Probably. I think I can. I don't know what languages though.
I'd like to just take him over to my books and notes and see if he can read any of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I can. You use a lot of big words, dude. But yeah, I can kind of read that.
Can he read any of the other language books I have?
He looks at the orcish one. Yeah, that looks familiar too. He looks at the one made out of wood. I don't know what that is.
Can you read this? I show him my letter from Kiriga.
No.
Because it's
Weird.
only for me. I put it back next to my heart.
Can he feel pain?
No, don't.
I'm just wondering.
Well, Cortez, how about you come with us and we'll see if we can go about improving your undeath.
Sure.
Excellent.
I mean, I was just literally rotting in a hole before y'all found me, so anything's better than that.
One other question. Can you feel or move your body, or is that destroyed?
He goes really quiet for a couple minutes. No.
I like to quickly excavate the area around the grave where he was and see if there's any other bones.
No other bones.
After
No,
you've
I don't-
excavated it, Yep, standing off to the side with the shovel, like, you could have asked.
Yeah, please. Physical labor is beneath me. No, I'm just joking. It's not beneath me, but this is easier.
I'm going to move the cart, and if you're not on it, you're going to be left behind.
Oh, my goodness.
Right,
Hey, where are we
I'll
going?
hop on the cart.
Where are we
We
going?
are going to find a witch named Para.
Oh,
can I have the-
sick.
Can I have the skull back?
Maybe. It's a solid
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah.
He asked me to help him. I kind of, I tied him to Fossil.
Yeah, that was cool. I liked that. I liked flying.
Fossil didn't fly while you were on him. That was Magic's, but okay. He can fly.
I saw the wings. I just assumed.
Oh yeah, they're especially nice when it's hot and you need to cool down. He just
Nice.
goes.
I wonder if a fly spell were cast on you, if you could move of your own volition.
I shrug as if he goes shoulders. I don't know,
What?
man.
Let's not make him a demi-lich.
No, yeah. We are going.
One piece yet.
We're gonna play Pimp My Skull.
All right.
We sawed this skull in half and glued it back together with the power of Flex.
It even works underwater.
Yeah. So is everyone back on the wagon?
Yep. Well,
Alright.
Yip is always off the wagon. That's what the flask is for.
I was gonna say, yeah, that makes it sound like we're all drunks.
Paddy wagon.
Oh,
So yeah. Balgroth starts it off again, and y'all leave this. I guess you could call it like an unmarked burial site. After you've robbed the graves of several people and stolen.
Unmarked, sort of marked graves.
Yeah. Stones.
We've stolen a man.
I mean,
I
hey,
don't know, man.
Kiriga didn't teach Yip Yap about burying people. They sometimes
Oh
made use of
no.
their dead for
What if Connor
system.
tries to kill him again or something? Oh no.
Because of the skull.
He's
Speaking
gonna
of
be
Connor,
like, that ought to
Oh.
be in a museum or a grave
Connor's
because it
gonna wake
belongs
up.
there because of my magic. Yeah? That's what
Connor's
he's
gonna
gonna
wake
say.
up with a skull 2 inches from his face. Hi. You're
How
Does
you
gonna
Connor
gonna
die
have
die,
underwater.
boy?
does Connor have alcohol on him?
He does have a sake, yeah.
No, you're gonna you're gonna die being eaten by chickens.
Yip Yap's gonna have just a swig of his sake and go, ugh, that's weird. Okay. I came, I saw, I yucked. Okay.
After you drink the sake,
Mhm.
what's his name? Greg.
Cortez.
I
Greg
called him
Cortez.
Gary.
Gary Cortez. I'm sorry. He's just like, hey, I want to try some of that.
Oh, okay. I give him a little.
It just falls right out. That tastes good.
Foss still comes by and licks it up.
This is a highly efficient way of sharing booze.
Yeah, I guess.
Y'all are crazy.
I'm not crazy. I'm a
You are
kobold.
unimaginative, Balgroth.
We have a
Think of all you
talking
could do with a
skull.
skull.
We can
Yes.
throw this at people.
No!
Freak them out.
Can we throw you at people? Can you fight?
I don't think so. I mean, I wasn't much of a fighter, from what I can remember.
Sounds like a lover. You were talking about a pretty lady.
I don't kiss and tell, but you know,
Oh.
she was.
You don't have lips. You don't really kiss anymore, do you?
I mean, reptilians don't have lips technically.
We have close enough.
Have you ever tried to kiss a dragonborn?
No.
Dragonborn? No.
Though I do have a mask that makes people dragonborn. Well, that worked. I put the dragonborn mask on the skull.
It becomes a dragon skull.
Oh!
Oh, I can
Fascinating.
see my nose. I have a nose. Is that a nose?
Scary! You're a dragon!
Fascinating.
Also, yeah, when you put the mask on, it fully just molds to his face and becomes the same kind of bone white as the skull was. It's hard to differentiate the mask from the bone now.
Oh. Is it
Can
okay
you
if I
breathe-
try taking that off, Gary? Or do you like that now?
I mean, I'm impartial. It's interesting, but if you want it back, you can have it back.
I just want to make sure I can have it back. I'm okay with you having it. I just want to make sure that it is removable.
All right.
And I try to remove it.
Strength. Save. Or strength check, not save.
I am a kobold of little brawn.
It feels like it's stuck, but you managed to just like angle it just the right way where it just breaks off and it goes back to the gold coloring it had before. Woof. Oh. Alright, well.
Can you see in the dark?
Is it not dark right now?
Can you see, period?
I can see you.
How many fingers am I holding up?
2.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's not dark right now, right?
It's like, no, the sun is like barely setting.
Here, you
No,
look
it's
cooler
not
like
dark.
this. I put
Can
the
you
mask
only
back
see
on.
people?
What are you saying, Steven?
I put the mask back on him. You look cooler like this.
Huh! I mean, I can see as, like, I know that you're there.
Hmm.
Like,
Interesting.
I'm slowly tying him back on. Does he have a bottom jaw?
yeah, he does.
Okay. I tie
I'm
him.
holding him.
Wait.
No.
This is definitely not how the scale works, but I want to effectively give Fossil with this skull, give him like a Cubone Pokemon mask.
Hey, I want get out of my room!
Oh, sorry. Okay, bad idea.
What the hell, dude?
Sorry, seems like a good idea at the time. I just tie him back to Fossil's back.
No, I'm holding him.
What? I
He's
didn't
been
know you were
commandeered.
holding him.
He's been commandeered.
I just thought he was like on the floor, like the dejected Magic 8 Ball he might become.
No, I'm no.
Dropped him on the ground.
I'm having him orbit me with a mage hand right now.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It's
I
not
didn't
weird or
realize-
anything. It's not nefarious looking. Oh, it's just for science.
Man,
You just
Connor's
need-
gonna wake up to just a dragon skull being floated around Isaiah. It's gonna be
Yes.
We just need to prank him. This is Yip Yap's god, by the way.
Oh
This
God!
is the Radiance.
Behold your God.
I
That's
am
blasphemy.
surrounded
Anyway.
by idiots.
So, if y'all are done asking questions to Gary Cortez, I'm gonna write that name down so I don't forget it, actually. 'cause
Just
it's really
Cortez.
funny.
Just Cortez with an accent over the E. Cortez.
With
Gary,
an
with
accent
a-
over the E.
Also over the A in Gary.
There is no Gary. There's only Cortez.
What does Gary with an accented A sound like?
It just sounds like Gary. No,
Got
it's
it.
just Gary if it has an accent over the A. It's Gary if it's over the Y, which is weird to do.
Got it, Cortez. Anyway.
Gary.
Got it. But yeah, so y'all continue walking on, and Gaddy doesn't talk much unless you ask him questions and somewhat. He doesn't seem very talkative, honestly, after the initial conversations. And the sun starts to set more and more as night falls. And we're actually going to do the night watches in the next session, where hopefully Kano can join and get jump scared by a dragon skull.
Just gonna hang the mirror in front of him till he wakes up.
Oh god! No, the mirror and then the skull is like a haunted house.
Yes.
Anyway.
We need the mirror, and then it drops, and it's like, I am Gary Cortez.
So, yeah, that is where we're going to end the session for tonight. And I hope you all had fun. And I hope everyone enjoyed. If anyone did watch, I hope you enjoyed. And I will see you all next week. Bye.